How much are these?
26,000. Customer came in looking to sell this Datejust II.
We're very excited to get it.
Around £700. So the retail price is 1,700. We need to be selling that for like 1,200 quid. Maybe it's even £1,000.
And do you do Part X on anything against this type of thing?
Of course. Because that's pre-ceramic steel bezel, whereas this is the new ceramic.
This is a sick watch.
13,500. So this is a blue isoperpetual, the custom Tiffany dial. A lot of people just prefer the new hand, so if you can get 15 grand for that, it's unbelievable. Customer came in looking to sell this Datejust II, 2-tone 116333, but he's fell over once and now it stopped working as well, so we're just going to send it to the workshop to handle and see what's wrong with it. And then the second watch, Aquaracer. What was retail price on this?
1,700.
But I'll price it up though and see. Probably got around like 9k to play with, maybe it's a bit more depending on what you want to swap against. But yeah, I don't know what you want to do. I don't know if you want to leave this and we can find.
Like 10, that's what I was thinking about.
We could look to consign the watch for you, but I think even at 10 it's a little bit steep because they're online from anywhere from like 9.5, 10, 10.5, 10.950 in the UK for the same watch. A little bit newer, 2017 for the same watch. So we could always consign it for you, but it would probably need to be just a touch below 10. But we could return you around like just under 10 grand. But even regardless, I should tell you what's wrong with it. Yeah, so
it's gonna need sorted one way.
Yeah. So I'll do a repair sheet for that. I don't know what you want to do with the tag. Around £700. So the retail price is 1,700. So for us to sell, especially with it being a few years old, we need to be selling that for like 1,200 quid. From maybe even £1,000. It would make very small margin on it. But
No.
it's just what's to say, why would someone not go to Goldsmith and get a brand new one for like around that same money, do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I'll pull this Royal Oak out so you can take a look. You want me to pull out some sports model steel?
Aye, please.
What do you like the look of?
I like the green. Is this it?
So that's the new Starbucks, so that's the new.
Is it?
Check it out, have a try. So that's the new Submariner Days. 1, 2. We've also got a Hulk as well.
The Hulk. What one's that?
So that's the Kermit. So that's the original Kermit. Then it went to a Hulk, and then now that's like the successor of the Hulk. So that's the Starbucks. So it's nice that with the blackfish. So that's a 41mm Submariner.
How much is that?
15,500. It's up for. That's 2022, brand new, boxing papers.
Is that Tiffany one?
Yeah, that's the Tiffany.
How do you know if that's real?
Just who we're buying off. So I know what you mean with the custom dials.
People were saying that, like, there's one man in the world you should get that checked off.
Yeah. No, so that's an original one. We actually do have a one which I'll show you. We've got this in for a customer. He wanted a one for his dad, a Tiffany, but obviously he doesn't want to spend 22 grand. And then we got on this. So this is a blue isoperpetual navy, like that.
That looks proper dad.
Yeah. No. So what he's doing is he's got the custom dial. So this is a custom Tiffany dial.
They've got to change the... Oh, and he's
that's then going to go in, yeah. So if you can kind of see the dial comparison.
If you still got that one with the green face.
Isoperpetual?
Yeah.
We sold it yesterday.
Did you? I've seen that one.
Sold it yesterday. We've got mint green Datejust, that's good. So yeah, so he's getting that and that's 8.5 with that.
Have you got any other green face ones in?
All piece? No.
Anything?
Just this.
Just that?
Green Datejust, mint green, that's the new dial. If you want a green OP, I can get you one by next week, Monday, Tuesday. But that's the exact same watch. If you wanted to try for size and stuff, it literally sold yesterday at like half four. So,
what is it? It's green.
Green dial.
Yeah, it's a nice colour green. I'll get a picture. It's like a dark green.
What will you reckon they'll? Because they've went up loads in price, haven't they?
Yeah, so the green OP's actually sat like at a really good price, around like 8.5 to 9k now. So you would almost get like near on enough trades with your two watches, depending on what's wrong with the Datejust. Back like after you either consign the Datejust or put your money into it.
Is that the same colour green?
No, this is the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Kermit, aye.
Yeah, so that's the Kermit. So the main difference is because of the bezel, because that's pre-ceramic steel bezel, whereas this is the new ceramic. So that's like probably one of the hardest watches to get from the AD.
How much are these?
Around mid-20s, so like that one's 26,000. And that's 2016. Or we'll have like brand new sticker black ceramics for like around the same money, but they're brand new. That's pre-owned. So like mid-20s.
How much is something like this?
That one's up for 47.5. So that's the new black diamond dial. All rose gold Daytona. It's a nice watch.
Which is linked to the policy.
It's a new dial as well.
I don't know if I like the diamond over there. Do you?
I don't think I like the rosy gold on your wrist.
So that's the AP, but it's a 37mm. But the 41 sits really big on your wrist.
I'd want a bigger one.
Yeah, I feel
So the
like
gents
that
is 41.
Your hand's so big like that.
You don't have any others in this?
I sold, how much was the 15400 that we sold to?
36.
36 we sold the gents 41mm 15400, which is the discontinued, so it'll look the exact same as this, but it's the 41mm.
Right.
And that was 36.
Does that have like a white face on it?
That had a blue face, no, it was the exact same as that, yeah.
I like this, but I've always wanted one of them, do you know what I mean?
Are they
Yeah,
easy to get?
Yeah, I think
These easy to get.
The bigger one.
Yeah, well I can get you either the green OP by next week or one of those next week. I just kind of need to know which one. Obviously that's in stock now, but we'll just locate that one.
Definitely not that one, the green.
Okay, so it would probably be between either that
Or that,
yeah. Which colour dial? The blue?
No,
Or do you want the white or the black?
on your receipt there.
it was white or black.
The white will be a little bit less than the blue. Obviously the blue's the most expensive one.
Why is that? Just because
Just the rarity, there's the supply and demand for that watch. Like everyone wants blue and green dials. That's just how it is really. So it's always carried a little bit of a premium compared to the others. So if you can just imagine that watch, but it'd just be bigger. It's the exact same.
So
That's if you're gonna get a
how much is a
155.
white dial 15500 then? 41mm.
15500.
I've just sold a great one, a 15500 grey for 36. 2021.
Is that the one that you had online over here?
We had online the other day one of those, but it was a 15400, which is the discontinued version. Shu sold the grey 155, which is the new.
For the similar money.
A 155?
Yeah.
Okay, send me a picture then. I can.
2021, but like brand new.
How much?
That's like 36.
Yeah,
36.
Oh yeah.
that's white dial.
Aye, have a look at it now.
Yeah, you get a picture of it. They've dropped like quite a bit now to where like they're actually a really good price to put your money into. Because they used to be like 40, 50 grand, and then now everything's kind of like settled down now. I'll see how much it is. I'll tell you. If you want to go ahead with the work, let me know. If not, and if you just want to sell it or consign it, we'll just get the work took out and we'll take it off the consignment price. And that's fine.
Wait, I need boss spot.
No problem at all.
Right, cheers.
But no, I'll give you a shout next week, mate. Thanks for popping in.
It's a brand new Rolex Daytona in yellow gold. It's 116508 2022 with the white dial. So it comes white, black's a good option, champagne, mother of pearl. Then you have the meteorite also, but I think with the white it really makes the watch pop. So we're just going to take a couple of links out, fit it correctly to Nicola's wrist. She's very excited to get it. She's worked very hard to get to this stage and she's treating herself. Really good achievement, isn't it? Really, yeah.
First one.
Definitely. First of many, maybe.
Yes.
I mean, you're not messing about if that's the first one, eh?
Yeah, she's going straight for the big boy. She's not messing around with a Datejuster. Any stealing gold, she's going straight for the full gold, yellow gold Daytona.
That's the one my friend got yesterday.
Yeah, well yours is a different class to that, isn't it? So I showed you that one, remember? That's the Yacht-Master 40 with the chocolate dial.
So will this be a daily wearer for you, or is it going to be like an occasion piece, or?
I'll probably wear it most of the time. Got an Apple Watch.
An Apple Watch for the gym.
Yeah.
She lives in the States, so you've got.
It'll fit right in.
It works well with the sunshine.
Yeah.
I know. You're gonna get insured.
Yes. Put on my house insurance, but do you recommend getting like actual?
I don't know how it works. You'll have to just have a couple of Google searches in the States, but I'm sure there's like TH March and stuff, which is the main one in England, but you'll just find something similar over there.
I'm finally getting myself this thing. Like I've got myself everything else that I want. This is the last thing that I've wanted for so long. I just haven't given myself permission to get.
Right, say this. We've also got like a half-link extension, so you pull it out and it makes your watch just that little bit bigger here. What are you saying size-wise?
Perfect.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's show you the functions.
So this is the new model, isn't it?
Right.
Still got stickers on it. It's literally unworn. Got quite a big wrist really compared to some 42 million.
It's probably the most iconic watch that Omega make.
And do you do Part X on anything against this type of thing?
Of course.
So I'd have to bring it in. I've got an Omega Constellation, about 20-odd-year-old.
Okay. All right, yeah.
But it's got its box, it's got its paperwork and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, bring it in and we can give you a price.
Right.
It's no problem at all.
And you've got these in fairly regularly.
We can look to locate one within a couple of days for you. So if you bring your Omega in, we can give it a gauge on price and then we can look to locate you one, depending on the year, whatever you want.
Brilliant.
It's no problem at all.
We'll do that. That's
Okay.
good. Excellent.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, man.
So Nicola's just bought herself her first watch, and she's gone big, and she's gone with the yellow gold Daytona, which we saw earlier with the white dial. And I'm just showing her now this Patek 5711, the discontinued in rose gold, just for some potential goals for her, because this is a sick watch. And if you've seen a female wearing this watch, you know she's meaning business.
Serious entrepreneur.
Serious business.
And it's actually a good size as well.
It is.
Because it's
the case size is slim as well compared to...
What is it, like 40.5 or
40.5?
Yeah.
So this watch is like, it's fluctuated quite a lot in price. I've sold that as much as 200, and it's going to be too big for you, but we'll just do it anyway. I've sold this watch this year as much as 240,000.
Wow.
That particular one is 129, but it does look really nice on a lady's wrist, and
Yeah.
looks nice.
Love that.
So that's a Nautilus 5711, so just remember that one.
So this is my goals.
That's the goal.
I'm gonna get a rose gold dark face next.
Also the Sky Dweller. Try that. That's cool.
Cool, isn't it? So I'll be a qualified pilot by June.
Brilliant.
I'll come back and get another watch.
You can fly over yourself, then, can't you?
I know.
Fly mate, it'll be fine, June.
Santa Barbara's nice. I've been there. But
It's lovely. This is really nice. Stunning that. I love a chunky watch.
So that's good if you're travelling, because you have all the different time zones as well.
It's really nice.
So you have the local time zone, wherever you are, wherever your base time zone. Then you've got the day, the date, the month. It's nice, and the chocolate. That comes in like a slate. It's called a rhodium dial as well.
Now then, Harry lad, we've switched roles.
We've switched roles for this one. So we're looking at a few of the Tudor watches that Watch Trader have in stock. All of these watches are under 5k, so they're pretty good value if you're looking for a Christmas present for yourself or someone that you know who's going to be in luck. So the first one is the Tudor Black Bay Chrono. This is a 42mm chronograph watch. It's in the Panda configuration, which is the most popular one. This is probably the hardest watch to get from Tudor. I think this is priced a touch under 5k. It's like 4,750, I want to say. Great watch. This one actually has an aluminium bezel as opposed to ceramic bezel that you'd find on like a Daytona. Next one is the 41mm Tudor Black Bay. This is the Harrods edition. You can only get this from Harrods, and this is priced again, I think it's a touch over £4,000, around 4,250, I want to say, Josh.
Yeah, correct,
4,250.
2022 on one.
The green bezel and the black face, it's a bit like a Starbucks colorway. However, there's like a rose gold on the markers and the hands, so it's got a bit more of a vintage look to it. This one is a Tudor Royal. It's got a blue dial with the Roman numerals. It's 41mm and it's a day date complication, but it's a lot less than a day date from a brand like Rolex. This is around £2,000. It's a great looking watch. It kind of has some elements that are a bit like a Datejust, like the machined or turned style bezel, I think they call that. Good looking watch for a reasonable price. Next one, I think this was released this year. This is the Tudor Black Bay Pro, 39mm case. It looks heavily inspired by the Steve McQueen Explorer 2, so it's kind of got a vintage inspired aesthetic, a GMT complication. The markers on this watch are solid lume, where it looks quite cool, but they like have a 3D effect to them. We also have that watch here on the rubberized strap. A lot of people go for this on the steel bracelet and then maybe buy a second strap on the rubber, because I think, well, you then get the both options, best of both worlds. This is one of the most recent releases from Tudor, if not the most recent release. This is the Pelagos 39. It is a titanium case, great size. It's very modern looking in terms of it's all crisp white lume, and again, the indices on this, or the markers, are solid blocks of lume. This watch, along with the Pro, has what I think they call it a T-lock, a bit like a glide lock, so you can adjust the bracelet, which makes it really convenient for everyday wear. You can always get a good fit that's comfortable. This one has been a very popular watch from Tudor. It's probably the watch that put Tudor back on the map for a lot of people. It's the Black Bay 58. It's in the kind of navy blue colorway with the crisp white markers. Again, this is a stainless steel watch, 39mm. This one doesn't have the clasp adjustment. It's a slightly older style clasp. Tudor are releasing new or innovations or technology with their clasps seemingly all of the time. But this is a great condition watch. It's available for under retail price as well. Very popular. I think they sell a lot of those Black Bay 58s. This one, the Tudor Ranger. It's on the rubberized strap. It's a 39mm watch in steel. You'll see by the dial it's kind of reminiscent of an Explorer watch. Tudor did make a Ranger back in the day, so this is inspired by their heritage catalogue. Again, 39mm, great size, just a utilitarian, functional looking watch. And then this guy is, I believe it's a Black Bay bronze. I want to say the case is 43mm. The bronze material will get a patina on it over time, so that's just part of the aesthetic. It's got a more rugged and potentially vintage look. Again, Tudor are using materials that you don't see in the bigger brother Rolex. It's on like a suede kind of strap. Suede's probably not the right word for it, but you'll see it there.
Bosh, lovely. Bosh, lovely. $3, I think both of them don't have card.
Right, okay.
So it'll just be 13,500
for both.
for either of them,
either
yeah.
one.
So without paperwork. What year is this watch?
2019. Box, papers, links, everything. It's still got 18 months left of the warranty on with Watchfinder as well.
Like a straight swap.
It'll be a straight swap.
Are you sure it's 2019?
Yeah.
It's old hands. Makes a big difference in price.
Yeah, 2019.
2019 on Chrono, they're all coming up as new hands.
I'll double check, but I'm almost certain.
There's some, they're all new hands, so I don't know if it is definitely correctly a 19. Maybe someone's wrote on the
I've
card,
got
I
box
don't know.
and papers with it.
Even 2018 is coming up with new hands as well. There's none for sale with old hands.
Like I say, I've got papers, box, papers.
Did you buy it brand new?
No, I bought it from Watchfinder.
Okay, so the card might have just been, it might have been blank and someone's wrote 2019 on it, or it might just be like a very late model with the old hands. But with it being old hand, it would be 13.5. We would pay for something like that.
Will it? I wouldn't let it go for that.
Yeah, it's just.
I've
it's
been
all
offered
it's worth
more
for
as
us.
trade-in.
Yeah. How much have you been offered for?
15.
15.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
good.
losing money on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Cause
How much did you pay? Like 17, 18?
16.9.
16.
Because I bought watches through them before, but I wanted to make sure I had a warranty, etc. with it being used.
They're online from 14.9 for 2019 new hands. Old hands makes a 1 to 2k difference.
Yeah.
14,900 minus the fees. You're gonna get that for like 14 grand, which is a 2019 new hands.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just prefer the new hands. So if you can get 15 grand for that, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then the Sea Dweller. But if you want to locate another one, it would be around that mark, around the 15 to 16 range.
I don't know which one I prefer, to be fair, from a watch standpoint.
They're both pretty hard to come by, but you see probably less off the Yacht-Master, truthfully, than the Sea Dweller Bimal. You don't see many people wearing these, but like we buy a lot. But compared to we'd probably get 3 Sea Dwellers in for every time we get a Yacht-Master.
Yeah.
That way. So there's a rarer watch. Is that the only watch you're interested in? What about like a 41mm blue soap, steel and gold?
I think it'd be a bit
Good
small.
watch. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, give us a look.
So it's a 41mm, but it's a Sky Dweller Bimal.
Worry about the sizing.
Try that for sizing. So that's a blue Sky Dweller there.
Doesn't look as small as I thought, actually.
And there's the Submariner.
Yeah, that's
The
nice.
41mm. It's a really good watch. And there's the new Jubilee steel and gold Sky Dweller.
That's quite nice, actually.
But that doesn't actually look small on your wrist though. So that's a 41mm new blue kit soap.
And what's that priced at?
That can be 15.5.
It's not bad.
It's a nice watch.
I think I prefer the Sea Dweller though.
Sea Dweller is just pretty much like the same watch, but it's just a little bit chunkier.
Yeah.
That's bigger case diameter, 43mm as opposed to the 41. It's very similar to, looks wise, it's pretty much exact to a black kit.
Yeah.
So the black bezel, black dial, but it's entirely up to you. If you can get that kind of money, or even 14.5 from someone else, and then you want me to locate a Sea Dweller, I can see if I can try to get it a little bit less as well. It's just putting any more into this it's going to be too much. If it was new hands, I could give you probably $1,000, 1,500 more. So it's like a car, having new lights as opposed to the old lights. Even though it's the same age, you can get a 19 for that and a 19 for that. It just, people would prefer that. Or we can consign that watch, and then when it sells, take something else, or take something else in the meantime. So we would sell that on a consignment basis, where we would look to sell it within 30 days, probably less than that because we haven't got one. It would probably sell straight away, but we could probably return you 1,500 more, £1,000 more. So that's always another thing. If you're not in a rush to do the swap or get paid out for this, if we took that on consignment, I think I could probably sell it within 2 weeks. Get it polished, and then we could get top money for you, and then you can just put that money straight into something else.
Yeah.
So you're maximising your...
It's not I've got the money to buy the new watch, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not I have to swap, it just would have been...
Nice to obviously...
Preferable
if you're going to
just-
get one, you might not wear that one as much, so...
Yeah, I probably won't, do you know what I mean? So it would have just been easier if I was like, I probably would have turned around and said, well, look, if I can get that in £1,000,
Yeah.
like that, I'm all right with that. Do you know what I mean? Because I know the market's dropped a little bit. I knew I was going to take a hit.
The Tudor, if I bought you one with full set, it would be the exact same as this. So at least you see in the watch, and obviously you can make your mind up.
Yeah, that was it. I wanted to try it on and see what it was like.
So that's the biggest Rolex they produce, other than obviously this new 50mm. So even as compared to Yacht-Master, it's a lot thicker as well.
Yeah.
A lot thicker.
It doesn't look as big that way though. It's weird.
Yeah. 2021 126660 11,500.
The problem is, if I buy another one, I'll not wear that, and that's me. But I would like to keep them both. Do you know what I mean?
If you're in a position to keep both, I don't really see the point in selling a watch. I don't really recommend selling a watch unless you need the money, really. So if you're happy with the size and happy with the watch, we can just look to locate you one. We'll get you one here probably by early next week. And then just decide in the meantime, obviously, what you want to do with yours. Whether you want to consign it or keep it or whatever you want to do.
I'm just thinking though, if I'm going to wear it,
You're paying £2,000 less.
yeah, that's the...
But you're always going to get $2,000 less anyway, or $1,500 less.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're going to lose
it's
more
just,
money because it's no card.
No, I know that's what I'm saying.
You're selling it with no card.
It's worth going for something with a card and paying out $2,000 more.
If you're going to wear them.
Keep the both watches.
And when you come to sell it, you either sell it back to us or any jeweler will understand it. Just the market for that watch is just that kind of £200 to £1,500 less. That's all.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're going to then lose a further $2,000. It just means you're paying $2,000 less, so you're going to always receive $2,000 less than one with a card.
Yeah.
That's all it means. It's not really a big deal if you're going to wear the watch. Yeah. And it's under warranty with us. Comes with our invoice, authenticity, everything.
Just let us know if you get one in with a card.
No problem.
I'll have a think about the ones without a card anyways.
Yeah. And then just have a think about it.
And I'll have a think about.
I think the best thing to do is if we get one with card, come and take a look. If you want to take it, take it. Maybe test it for 1 to 2 weeks. If you don't wear that at all, just call us and we can consign it.
Right.
And hope to return you around 15.
Right. Spot on.
Okay. Nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you.